Hello, storygoers, and welcome back to another episode of Tales from the Cartridge, the video game storytelling podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Eric.
And I'm your other co-host, Ryan.
Ryan, it smells in the air. I did make cookies. That's not it, though. I would totally share all my cookies with you all if I could. Maybe one day, if we ever one day in the future did a meet and greet, I'll give you my dairy-free cookies. They're really good. I know you're probably thinking, oh, dairy-free. Oh, that sucks. No, they're really, really good. You would never know. I give them to all the kids at work. It sounds weird already. I'll make cookies for work. You know what I mean? This sounds weird already. I'm gonna trash this part. But Ryan, the smell that I'm smelling is it's Summer Games Fest.
Yeah,
it's that special time of year. Do you remember? Like, I think it was mostly in high school for us. You'd be like, I think it was like during finals week a lot of this time. A lot of like E3 would come around, and you go home between like finals for like lunch, and then you go on. I'm about to date myself. Some of you will not know what this is, which is crazy to think about. You go on Spike TV.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Channel 18, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least when we grew up.
Yeah.
And it would be on there. You just hope you catch. You pray you catch something huge between your break, or like it'd be like the Ubisoft conference. And you're like, oh man, I thought I could see PlayStation. Like this sucks. You know what I mean? Like it was just so not like I wasn't well informed of what time what would be on and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the culture wasn't online as much, so it was like harder, right? It was like harder to see. Like the people, like there wasn't as many. Well, there's maybe we have the same amount now as we did then. Like video game, online video game news platforms. Like talking to people about things that were happening.
I mean, I was. This was during the time too, where like YouTube was a thing, but like I would always be going to GameTrailers.com to see the latest trailers to be announced. Like, that's where they would come out first. Yeah, typically. Like, it would be on the websites where the platform would be like trying to get the trailers ASAP for their website specifically, because that's what they did. Whereas YouTube would like it'd be some third party person putting it out there for people to see. It's just such a different wild time. It was such a But yes, Summer Games Fest is around the corner. But before we get to all that, Ryan, how are you and what have you been playing?
I am doing pretty well.
Good.
Last week was nuts, but I'm doing pretty well. And we're closing in on the end of the school year, which is exciting because I work all summer in my job, but my summer is usually much more chill, and I'm excited to get there. But overall, I'm doing well. And what I've been playing, Claire Obscure, more of it slowly. Not as much as last weekend, because last weekend I spent like the entirety of Saturday and maybe a good chunk of Sunday, and so far I haven't played it at all today. And during the week I didn't get to play it all either. So the last time I played it was Monday. I played it one time Monday because school. I was off on Monday. So I need to go back. I hit a wall with a boss, and now I'm going back and like killing all the mobs in that area to kind of level up a little bit, grinding it a little bit, and then I have to go back and maybe fight the boss. The first time I fought the boss, knocked his first phase out, no problem. The second phase rolled up, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna go so bad, and we all died before we did any damage. So I needed to like maybe readjust some things, but I'm still really excited to see where it goes and where the story is taking, because there's some layers that are kind of unpeeling and showing, but I don't have all the information yet, and I really want all the information.
There's so much, Ryan. I want to
yes,
be
I know.
bad about it.
We'll get there. But I am still making some progress, and hopefully I'll have some time tomorrow or even during the week next week to keep moving. And then Steam had like a zombie game sale, and I picked up There Are Billions, and it's very fun. It's a fun little like I used to play a ton of old school RTSs like StarCraft, not in any way was I where I was like actually good, but I like to play it a lot still, or like Warcraft 3, a Total Annihilation, like really old fun RTSs, and There Are Billions is just essentially an RTS, but instead of fighting another player or a computer, you're fighting like these hordes of zombies, and you have to build up your base, and it's very fun. It's a really fun time. It's a fun little like city builder type game, but also there's zombies. And there's like progression. So like, even if you lose, you get points that you can then invest to like upgrade your guys or get new buildings. And so it's been very fun, and I'm excited to play more of that. But yeah, Eric, how are you? What have you been playing?
I'm good. Actually, I've had They Are Billions on my wish list for so long, and I need to grab that between like experiences between games. You know what I mean? Like that'll be a good one to sit with for a week and then move on to something else. But yeah,
absolutely.
I hope you like it. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm also well. I think I'm excited for this week just because like Summer Games Fest. I think this is a big week right now. In terms of gaming, I was talking to my wife about this earlier. I have this like FOMO right now with the Switch 2 going on right now because I didn't pre-order the Switch 2. I don't. For me personally, it's not. I love Mario Kart, but it's just not enough to make me want to invest that money right now into the Switch 2. It's just really that game, and also Wind Waker, which I really want to play very badly, but I could easily emulate that somewhere else, whatever. But I have that FOMO that I think other people get as well, where it's like a big thing is dropping, and you feel it isn't logical, right? You feel like everyone else is getting it, and you're not. And it's like, oh, I hate this feeling because I feel like I'm missing out. But I also will probably get it in like another month. You know what I mean? Like whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'll probably get it within the year at some point. So it's going to be fine. I'm sure if I just like lock in on more Clair Obscure or more Fortnite like I have been, then they'll be fine and I won't even be focusing on it. So yeah, I'm kind of in that weird FOMO thing. But I am very excited for Summer Games Fest. And as for what I'm playing, as I just said, Clair Obscure and Fortnite. Fortnite, I just want to say, I was really against this season. It's very Star Wars centric, which is totally fine. Star Wars is well and good. I just felt like I don't really care about the lightsabers. I suck with them. I feel like I can beat people that have the lightsabers. When I see someone with the lightsaber, I feel pretty good about my odds about beating them, which doesn't feel great in terms of a game that prioritizes that. You know what I mean? Like, or really pushes that. But I will say, what I really enjoy are two things. One, I bought the Mandalorian skin that you can customize and change. It is so much fun. I think it's the only skin I want anymore. It's so much fun to give. There's 4 different variations for the helmet, the chest, the legs, and the shoulders. And you can just, it's very, very, very fun. And also the sniper rifle is just a straight shot. The bolt does not pull down because of gravity. It's just straight laser. There's no drop. Thank you. Yes. And so it is just like, I feel so confident when I have a sniper rifle. It's like I think maybe I said this in a different episode, but the closer people are getting to me, the more worse I feel in terms of my odds of making it out. So that it does feel very, very, very good to shoot that sniper rifle, that laser sniper rifle in the game. But yeah, so, and again, I hate anyone. I shouldn't say that. I am displeased. I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm proud and I'm brave. I am displeased, and I might even hate the people who do the Sabrina Carpenter sweat skins. It drives me crazy. It drives me absolutely crazy. But yes, so that is what's going on with me, Storygoers. We hope that you're doing well. We hope that everything's going well. We hope you enjoyed our last episode. Oh, turds, what was our last episode? I forgot to look it up. We hope you enjoyed it anyway. It's a little bit different. We recorded what we thought was going to be June's DLC. Then, of course, remembered, wait, Summer Games Fest is here. So July's DLC is already recorded. You might even think, hey, they could have recorded this in June. Guess what? You're right. We did. So sorry about that. But yeah, so forget what the last episode was before this one. But whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And of course, you can always send your thoughts, feelings, and perspectives to talesfromthecartridge@gmail.com. All the E's are 3's. You can also find us on our social media. I'm trying really hard to do better with that on Instagram. Twitter is dead to me, and Blue Sky, I probably should do a Blue Sky. That's the new thing that everyone's doing. So I probably should do that at some point. And we'll read all those in a future episode because we recorded the July episode now so early. I don't have any Spotify questions or anything to read out right now, but I will say I want to do a big shout out, if that's okay. I want to do a big shout out to Patrick, who is a coworker with my wife at a hospital. They both work at together. And Patrick has been listening to the episodes, or listening to Tales for quite a while now. And will comment to my wife about listening to them. And he'll say things that, like, when she says it back to me, like, oh, he's actually listening to the podcast. That's very, very cool. I just want you to know, Patrick, thank you. I met you once in passing when I brought, I think, Starbucks one time to my wife in the hospital. But he has complimented my food that I made once for, I think it was Christmas. I brought food in for everybody. And I will bring you food again for just listening to the Tales. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so thank you for listening. And of course, for anyone who's interested in our Patreon, we have a Patreon, like everybody else. I swear everybody has a Patreon. Babies are born given Patreons. It's whatever. And you can want to rate us on Apple and Spotify. That'd be super dandy of you. I've not did the Apple ratings in a long time. Spotify just is always there. I'm always on Spotify listening to something, so you typically look there. But if you're on Apple and you are feeling gracious towards us, us little people in our podcast world, want to give us a 5-star rating, that'd be cool. That'd be great. We would not be upset. 1 star, don't even worry about it. It's not even worth your time. It's not worth it. Just move on. Live your life. But yeah, so today though, we are going to be talking about the Summer Games Fest. RIP E3. Yeah. We never knew ye. No. And we have gamified our Summer Games Fest talk here to see between, because Ryan, you and I typically in our DLC episodes when we talk about things, we typically agree a lot on things. Yeah, generally. So what better? So if we're always kind of in the same headspace, we're both extremely smart, good-looking people, so of course we're gonna be on the same wavelength. So, but if we had to pit ourselves against each other, this would probably be the best way to do it. So, I mean, Ryan, do you feel comfortable trying to explain the rules we've come up with? I feel bad trying to put that onto you.
I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
If I get it wrong, we'll correct it.
Perfect.
So here's what we're going to do. And one of the things I really am excited about this is, like you said, Eric, we're very similar in the things that we enjoy and move through the world. But
so handsome.
There are like some specific genres, games, and franchises that we very much differ on. Yeah. And I think this will be a great place to kind of, talk through some of those things. But here's what we're going to do. We have created a list of predictions, between 8, 10, 11, a bunch of predictions. And we're going to back and forth take turns listing our predictions. Our predictions will have 2 parts. A first part that is like a more likely thing, and then an addendum to that first part that is a less likely thing. Yeah. You'll understand this really quickly once we start listing. And then, at the very end, once we've picked 5, we'll have a 6th, like, big prediction, like a pretty unlikely, probably not going to happen thing, and that's going to be worth 5 points. The gimme guess will be worth 1, and the extension, the addition to that will be worth 3. Yep. And so we're going to make these predictions. We're going to make this episode. We're going to put out the episode, and then when Summer Game Fest ends, we'll see by the end, who has the most points and who wins. This means you, much like us, will be paying very close attention to Summer Games Fest to see which Tales member is going to win, and maybe eventually we'll make Team Eric and Team Ryan shirts or something. Oh,
that'd be so cool. Don't give me the idea. I'll do it.
That'd be really cool.
Oh my god, that'll be the poll question. Which team are you on?
Yeah. Who do you think had the better predictions? Yeah.
I mean, either way, if you're in the same vein as us, you are not only so smart but so handsome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So handsome.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back and forth listing predictions. If we could scoop each other's predictions in that, like if I go first and I mention a game or an experience, it will prevent Eric from putting that same game experience. The only time we will kind of waive this rule is for the big predictions, in case we both have a similar big prediction, which will then cancel each other out, and that'll throw everything up in the air. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. So we're gonna give this a go. I'd be excited to see what people think. So if people have some ways and ideas of changing it, we can. We didn't talk about this off before we recorded, Eric, but I know some folks who do this. The winner has to do something or the loser has to do something. I don't think we need to do that yet. Yeah. But it's something along the lines of like the loser has to buy like a video game poster for the winner, like something like that. You know what I mean? Like you buy some type of video game memorabilia for the winner. The loser has to purchase it for, which might be something to talk through for the future. But let's see how this goes.
No, knowing us, Ryan, the other person would feel bad that they're getting and they would just give another thing to the person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if I lose, and then I'd be giving you a poster, and you'd be like, I got Eric something.
I also got you a poster. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what would happen.
Yeah.
If we think very similar, I think we feel bad. Like, man, I just doesn't sit right with me that I'm the only one that gets something.
Yeah.
I think in a smart world, Ryan, we don't live in a smart world, but in a smart world, no. And I think one of the things that we do, I think, is delusional. But I think in a smart world, if you look at this, you'd be like, Eric, just make predictions about things that Ryan might think of in the games that he is wanting to play or hoping that will happen. I'm not. Who said I was smart? We're on the same wavelength. That doesn't mean you're smart. You're just handsome. I'm really focused in on the games I'm excited to really see, and I think Ryan might be attached to some of these games as well. So I'm very excited by what predictions we're gonna pull. Nothing crazy. I mean, the last ones will be super crazy, I think, but But I think these are pretty good, and I speak for myself, like pretty like obvious guesses in a sense. But I think our 3-point part to it will make it like, oh, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? And we also agreed too that if someone makes a prediction and it feels too soft, it feels too like, no, that's not worth 3 points, we can call that out and we'll take that seriously. Yeah.
Hold each other accountable.
Situations. Yeah. I don't think I'll have that problem. I'm feeling pretty great. I'm pretty jazzed right now. Okay. Well, Ryan, you did a great job with the explanation. Thanks. I feel it's only fair to reward you with being able to go first.
Okay. All right.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I've got some ones that feel like pretty... all right. I'm going to start with this one, I think.
Okay.
Bethesda will announce a Fallout New Vegas remaster in the style of Oblivion. And... the additional is Walton Goggins is going to provide a voice actor for a new NPC in Fallout New Vegas 3.
Wow. What? Honestly, I feel like these are 2 3-point guesses. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. But great idea. Great idea. Mm-hmm.
I think the reason I think it's likely is Season 2 is going to be out soon.
Yeah.
And they cannot drop the ball on not having a Fallout game to play. I got so close to playing Fallout 76 last time because I just wanted to be in that world, and they have to have something, I think, in the barrel. I think I could also guess Fallout 3 might be more likely, but I'm more excited about New Vegas, so that's why I'm saying New Vegas.
Yeah, and I don't think you need to have 3 done first before you go to New Vegas. I think that it makes way more sense with the show coming out soon. Or and end of the year, whatever.
Yeah, and it's gonna take place in New Vegas.
Yeah,
which is why I think so.
If they announced it, I think this is not part of your guess, but just out of curiosity, do you think they would announce the release date as close to the show dropping as possible? I think late in the end of the year.
They'd be wild not to. Like, I think the smartest thing to do would be to have the game come out, like, either as soon as the show releases or as soon as the show wraps, and have, like, some type of... the Walton Goggins VO is my, like, crossover experience.
Yeah.
Because I feel
that'd
like
be so cool.
They need to have it.
That'd be very cool. His character... either there's a new character or his character from the show's in it. That'd be... Now, okay, here's my question, just to make sure I understand. He provides a VO to a new character. Does the new character mean that's the new character of the game entirely? Could it be the character from the show? Or is it a new character that is not connected to the show?
A new character who was not previously in New Vegas, who is now in the game in some type of new additional quest.
Okay, so it could be his character.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think the timelines line up, but yes. A new character to New Vegas.
Okay. All right. Good guess. Good first guess, Ryan. That is a very good guess. Okay. All right. That was good. Okay. All right. Here's my first one. Kingdom Hearts 4 gameplay trailer specifically drops. We see Donald and Goofy and Riku in the trailer.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Now, my thought is that, Kingdom Hearts 4 we know is coming out soon. Or not soon. Is going to be It's already in development is what I'm trying to say. So I was trying to highlight my thing while I was talking, which was a huge mistake. But and we've seen some screenshots. From what it sounds like, they're trying to get away more from the Disney aspect of what the series has been the last, like 3 games technically, but however many games. Though we have seen a screenshot of Mickey. So I think we'll see Goofy and Donald, but I think we're also going to see Riku. And if that's not enough, Ryan, I can put Kairi in. Have you played Kingdom Hearts at all?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry.
I don't think I played 3.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to. Scarlet.
I don't think I played 3, but I did play. I played 1 and 2 back in the day.
Okay. I'll put Kairi in 2. I feel like Kairi. That makes it all capitals.
I mean, I think like the gameplay trailer would be wild, but maybe considering we haven't seen a trailer yet.
Yeah.
But that would be a really great reveal. And so you're saying we see all 4 of these characters in the gameplay trailer.
If I know Final Fantasy, like I know Final Fantasy, they're gonna be going gameplay trailer in this trailer, but then also throwing some little cutscenes in between, like. Yeah. You know, Sora's fighting, and then Goofy's like, "Go, Sora, do you think we could do it?" You know, that thing, and then Riku's like, it's alright, Kingdom Hearts, and then so I think we'll see those people in between the cutscenes of the gameplay.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
You're right. We had not had a. Do we have a teaser trailer for the game?
Maybe. I haven't.
I'm sticking to my gun.
That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I think a gameplay trailer would be a huge thing to see like what it's going to look like, what the actual experience is going to look like. I think a trailer, because I think maybe it's already is pretty likely, but gameplay is pretty unlikely, and then all these characters it's
kind of a big swing. I think your first guess, my first guess kind of match each other in a good way, so I feel fine about it. Yeah. Do you like my Goofy impression?
I think it was very good. Yeah,
that's pretty good, right? Actually, that was really impressive.
I felt Goofy was in the room with us.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'd be kind of scary though in real life if you think about it. That'd be absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, it would be.
I can try Donald if you want.
I would love. I'm so glad that you volunteered this.
In this audio only format, you're about to. Story goes skip 5 seconds ahead if you don't want to hear the Donald. I can't talk like it though. It sounds like a demon. I feel like I can't do it.
Your audio is like cutting out on my Discord. Your Audacity will pick it up in Discord. It's like that's how powerful it is.
No, I see. It sounds like a demon. It sounds like a demon.
I think you need to like get like the like shake your mouth so your jowls wibble a little bit.
I think he's still. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm more of a goofy guy. Mm-hmm. Handsome, but goofy, and so I think that Gorsor, that thing. It makes it's very easy. And I like my Riku. He's just emo.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. He had a really cool sword though in Kingdom Hearts 1. That Batwing thing he had. Yeah. As a sword, cool. That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I grew up. Sorry, Ryan. We'll get back to the predictions in a second. I don't know about you.
So this is what folks are here for.
Yeah. As an angsty teenager, I wanted to be the Riku guy, but I was always going to be the Sora. I was always going to be the one who's smiling all the time, goofy. You know what? Take that back. I wanted to be the Riku. I was actually the goofy, tall. Didn't want to actually hurt anybody. So I had a shield. Very timid, and I couldn't just be the angsty cool boy.
Right. Now you are the angsty cool boy.
I don't know about that. I still think I'm the goofy
guy. My next one's going to be a little bit safer, I think.
Okay.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let me paste it in. Helldivers 2 will get a big DLC announcement, and it will tie into an upcoming Helldivers TV show and or movie. Okay. So the DLC itself will have some type of crossover with an upcoming TV show or movie that will either also be announced. I'm assuming in my brain. I don't know. That's what I got. I think it's pretty likely we're due for a Helldivers 2. I don't know. I still, because of how much Helldivers content I consumed, when it came out, I still get like all of the notifications. It's wild right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Super Earth was attacked and invaded, and like you had to fight on Super Earth in different cities across Super Earth to defend it from the new aliens. Wild.
We probably should get back to that game eventually.
Maybe with the DLC.
Maybe watching the movie together.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good idea, though. I think a TV show, especially, it feels like it could be a good
I think
move.
Sony's going like all in on turning their property into TV shows, and I feel like Helldivers is a pretty decent one to do.
Pretty relatable concept right now, in a way,
Yeah,
to a lot of things. That's a great idea. I think that's a really cool one. I don't really have anything else to say to that. I think that's a great idea. I think a TV show more than a movie, personally for me, but I could see both potentially.
I would rather see a TV show than a movie.
Yeah.
But I know like the media it is spoofing is Starship Troopers, and that was a movie, which is why I threw it in there.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. My next one, it may not be too much. I may not be as much as I want it to be. So Ryan, call me out if you feel that's the case.
All right.
I'm going for the throat.
Okay.
Going for the jugular. I was gonna say the jugs. That did not come out right. I'm going for the jugular. Right?
Yep, there you go. That's
your
different. That's
metaphorical jugular, never the actual one. I'm squeamish. Would not go well. I probably would vomit. My guess is Borderlands 4 gameplay with the other two Vault Hunters we haven't seen, and Tiny Tina will make an appearance in the trailer.
Okay.
For the 3 points, Tiny Tina will make it.
Yeah. The Tiny Tina is the 3 points.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this feels. We've already seen two of them in trailers. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why the 1 point is just the other two Vault Hunters, and I'm going to stick to the two Vault Hunters. They're going to show off the two Vault Hunters, so they don't show off two of them. They only show off the one. Yeah. Then I will not take that point.
Points.
I'll not take that point. The 3 points being, I think if they're showing off the new Vault Hunters, they'll likely not want to show off other things that could take away from that experience. So that's why I feel like Tiny Tina being in the trailer would be a little bit too much. But I'm going to throw that in as my 3 point guess for this one and see what happens.
Yeah, I think that feels, because we haven't seen any of the, we haven't seen any Marcus, we haven't seen any of the old NPCs, right, in any of the trailers yet. Yeah, I think that feels then pretty, my dog's losing his mind a little bit, even though we're picking it up, but.
That's okay. Do you need to go
the door break? No, the door's open. He can just go outside. I don't know what he wants right now.
Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, no, I think that'd be cool, and I love Ashley Birch. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Hey, Ash, it was such a good web show. Oh, I miss it. It is such a good show. She looks so different now than obviously. I mean, it's been years, obviously.
Yes.
But very very cool. Should I add on to that and be like, Randy still has a stupid haircut?
I think you have to.
I will take. I'll say this right now. I won't put this in the document, but I'll say it for the show, and I'll try to remember this. I will lose 3 points if Randy Pitchford has any different hairstyle for the presentation. You know he's going to be there. You know he's going to show a stupid face on this presentation. If he has a different hairstyle of any kind, besides the weird one he's been showing off the last 2 times we've seen him recently, I will dock 3 points for my... That's a promise.
As much as I dislike the idea of you losing points... Him getting a new haircut means he has listened to our podcast and taken our feedback specifically, and that feels like a win that we go trade 3 points for.
Randy, if you're listening, I apologize for the dumb face comments. You can't help that. I'm sorry. The comments with the hair, warranted. That's not on me. That's on you. It just calls it as I sees it. I'll take it all back, though. If Ryan and I can come in and do voices for the game, I will sell out to you in a heartapbeat. For sure. I'll be like, absolutely. Yeah, if you love the series, you'll make $80.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Clap cans. Mm-hmm. I'll be that person. Just the apologist. Randy Pitcher's apologist. Oh, yeah. Ryan, when you win this bet, I'm going to get you a Claire Obscure poster. It's going to say, yesterday comes before. Or wait, what's that? Wait, what is it? What is the tomorrow comes after? Or for those who come after. I'll say for those who come before. For those who come before. Yeah. That'd be funny. All right. Ryan, it is all you.
Okay, I think I'm going to do another big one. I don't think I'm going to get Obscure yet. I think I'll get Obscure soon.
Claire Obscure?
Claire Obscure. All right. I'll do this one. This maybe feels dumb. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay, here we go. The Steam Deck 2 will be announced. It will cost less or the same as the Nintendo Switch 2.
That would be bonkers. That would be... I'm surprised this is not your huge swing move, Ryan. How old's the Steam Deck?
5-6 years?
No.
Let me look. That's absolutely wrong. Hold on.
Oh my god. I will be so... I was already sad when the OLED was... I got mine right before the OLED was announced. And I was like, okay, whatever. Not a big deal. But I'll be devastated if the Steam Deck 2 comes out already.
Well, they're starting to run into a problem where new games can't run on it.
Oh, seriously?
Like the newest games can't run on the Steam Deck.
Dang. But Claire Obscure's running on Steam Deck.
Rough. I've heard it's rough.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
If it costs less than the
February
Switch 2,
2022. So yeah, we're at 4 years.
So we're at 4 years, yeah.
Or I guess 3.
Or 3.
3. Yeah, February 20. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're bad at math. I almost want this because what a slap in the face Nintendo. Because what do they have to lose? They have no ties to Nintendo. They don't. Probably care less.
No, not a single Nintendo game you can play on the Steam Deck.
Oh my god, that would be... I low-key want that to happen. I would reach a whole nother level of FOMO I was not prepared for. But if it costs the same or less than the Switch 2, that'd be wild. That'd be crazy. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. I love that guess. I think I respect you, Ryan, because I think that is a big swing guess. But the fact that you're making this one of your normal guesses, I think that it takes a lot of courage. If there was a Triforce, Ryan, you'd be the courage one.
Thanks.
I'd be the power one.
The power one.
Because the wisdom one ain't... No, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know.
We both did simple math and came up with the answer 4 when it was 3, so I don't think the wisdom one really fits either of us right now. Okay, my next guess is... though I'm not the biggest fan of this franchise, nothing against the franchise, I'm just a big old scaredy baby boy. I do feel like there is something here that I think we've been set up for this moment at Summer Games Fest. My prediction is a new Resident Evil game is teased as a teaser trailer for a new game. Okay. My big brain guess, though, my 3 points is that Leon Kennedy will be the protagonist of this game.
Okay.
Do you feel like that is appropriate? Do you feel like that is too easy?
I do feel like that's appropriate.
Okay.
I think because there's no rumor, like they're possibly announcing a Resident Evil remake or remaster, I would guess.
Yeah.
I think that's the safer bet for them. So a new game teased feels maybe like it'll happen. I can't imagine they would do a new Leon Kennedy. That's a huge... I think it's...
You don't think so? I think... I when I say a new game teased, I was picturing it... I won't take a remake as a new game.
Yeah,
I won't.
You're
count
saying
that.
like Resident Evil 9.
Yeah,
in the
9.
new thing. Okay.
Yeah,
and they've moved away from that protagonist they used for 8 to Leon Kennedy.
Yeah, I think Leon Kennedy will be the protagonist, if not a shared protagonist, but will be headed up as one of the protagonists of the game. Is in my opinion. Yeah.
Not this. I don't think you need to modify your prediction with this, but I want to ask: do you think this will be like a new Leon Kennedy, like a new envisioning of Leon Kennedy, an extension of one of the other Leon Kennedys? Part of me also doesn't fully understand how 7, 8, and 9 fit into like the
canon of it.
Resident Evil canon. Yeah, because I know like things got really wild in some of the other Resident Evil games. With like nukes and rocket launchers and stuff. But what are you thinking? Are you thinking this is a different Leon Kennedy, or do you think it's a new Leon? Like
unless something happened in Resident Evil, I don't really know anything about 6. I know pretty much what goes on up till the end of 5, and they probably will announce a remake for 5. I would imagine this is probably the next step for them. I doubt 9, but then again, they just did 4 remake for it last, so I don't know. If as long as I don't realize that Leon Kennedy's actually dead in the mythos, which I don't think he is,
I think so.
I think because they did 4, they released 4 last year, this year, end of last year, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
I think, and Leon is just a fan favorite. We had Chris in 8 as one of the characters present in the story. And then 7 was Ethan Winters. So I think Leon is kind of the next person up. I think people want to see more Leon. I think we had 4. We lived his story. People like Leon. I think I should have done a big brain move in adding this. If this is not enough, Ryan, that's okay, because I could say he's the protagonist, Leon, and he comes back with his luscious locks that he had in 4. The one hair over the eye, kind of emo haircut.
I think Leon Kennedy, in and of themselves, is I think a huge because I don't think Ethan Winters is dead. Is Ethan Winters dead?
I'll cut this out, but do you want me to tell you what happens?
Yeah,
I will cut this for sure.
I've watched a full playthrough of 8, and I have no recollection.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, he's super. Yeah, so that's what happens.
Okay, that's a good one. I like it.
Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna do.
I don't think you're supposed to, cheer on your opponents, but I appreciate that. I wish sports were more like that. I would have cried less.
Yeah, same. Okay, I'm gonna do another safer one before I do another big swing at the end.
Yep.
We'll get into each other for the Haunted Chocolatier, which, Eric, if you don't know what that is, it's the new game from the Stardew creator. He's been working on the Haunted Chocolatier. It's a game where you essentially run a chocolate shop, but you make the chocolate with like fairy wings and magic dust, and like it's more abstract. We haven't seen anything in years, and I think we'll see a new trailer for it, and I think we'll also get a release date for it. Is my prediction.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be cool. I mean, good on. I believe the creators, because I believe the pronouns for the creators are he, him.
Yep.
I believe
his name's Eric.
Oh, what? He must be
Concerned
handsome too.
Ape is his dev name, and he's from Maine.
Ryan, I have something to tell you.
Oh no, you're incredibly wealthy.
And I'm not going to be doing the release date anymore. I gotta call Jeff. I got upset, and it's off. Show the release date. Only one point. No. He's like, oh, sorry, I'm just sitting here with Kojima. We've just been talking. I'm like, dude, get a job. What are you doing? Stop hanging out with him so much. Very exciting. What kind of game is it?
It's pretty similar. It's like a top down like collecting farming game, but there's also, I guess, like bosses and a little bit more emphasis on the combat. We don't really know. A single trailer has came out 2 or 3 years ago, and nothing else since. Dang. Because he's released 2 or 3 Stardew updates between when he announced that game.
He's a gajillionaire.
So, he is absolutely a gajillionaire, yes.
Good for him. I think that would be such a huge undertaking to follow up such a massively popular game like that. To do that too is like, that takes a lot. It takes a lot of bravery. I'm sorry, Ryan. He gets the Triforce of Courage now. Okay. Sorry, you had it for a little bit though.
I did.
Good guess though. I like that one. I didn't know that, and I think that'll be something to look out for. I'm very excited to see that. My last normal one is a little bit more of a huge hope for me that I'll make it a little bit harder for the occasion. And this comes...
Eric, you have 2 more. Oh. This is your number 4, and you'll get a number 5.
Ryan. See, this is what I'm talking about. Wisdom just ain't us, man. You're right. You were right. I counted wrong, which is typically the norm. I'm still going to pick this one that I picked.
Yeah, you should still, yeah.
I think it's going to be I think it's a bigger swing, but I'm very hopeful for this. And because if it wasn't for the recent leaks, the NVIDIA leaks that we had, and other leaks from other things too that I can't remember which one they were, but whatever. This has supposedly been in the works for a while, and I think this could be so cool. My guess is that a teaser trailer for Final Fantasy IX Remake will come. And the bonus points being that in that teaser, they're gonna intro it very similar to how they did 7, where we're gonna see Vivi, our little wizard, cute little wizard guy, walking through the town in the beginning of the game as he does, as a way to tease the game and show what it's going to look like. I did not realize this was a possibility. I remember hearing about the leaks, but again, you take that as a grain of salt. But I guess more and more people are believing this is possible. And what a cool way to announce this and get more people back on your side and excited for Final Fantasy, because I think Square Enix is a little disappointed with how Rebirth did numbers wise. So, and likely the third game, the part 3 of Final Fantasy 7 will probably be teased, but that's too easy, I feel like. And I didn't beat Rebirth yet, so I have no idea what happens. I think that them announcing, hey, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, part 3, here's the teaser trailer, it's going to be the end of this story, but guess what? Final Fantasy 9 Remake is going to come after, and then you see Vivi walking through the town in the teaser. Is my big swing move.
Okay. All right.
Is that too easy? Is that okay?
I have no context of this, so I am not sure how.
It's more like a visual component of the trailer that they could just show a title screen. They could just show the title of the game. That could be enough.
Okay.
Or maybe I can say like I will say that. Okay, I'll add to this. I think it's not enough. We'll see Vivi walking through the town, like I'm saying. We'll also see Zidane and the princess Garnet. We'll see 3 characters total.
3 characters. Do you want to just change it to 3 characters?
No, I'm sticking to the ones.
Okay, so Vivi and 2 other characters.
Vivi and
you
2
want to do specific. Okay.
Yeah, Vivi, Zidane is one, and then Garnet is the other, and that'll be my guess.
Okay.
I love Final Fantasy 9. It was my first Final Fantasy I ever played. Super enthralled by it. My friend in elementary school, Dylan. Shout out to you, Dylan. I can't remember your last name. I actually might. You know, actually, I say that, and I think I actually might know. I'm not going to do it just in case, because that's not cool of me to do that. Not that I think it would go anywhere, honestly. But Dylan, you and I in New Hampshire, you showed me Final Fantasy 9. I mean, and I was like just enthralled. It was the reason why I got a PS2. I got that a 4-disc set. It was completely just like the idea of doing 4 discs in one game. Crazy to me. Like I never saw anything like that, because I was living off cartridges. I had Nintendo cartridges at the wazoo. 4 discs, crazy. What are you talking about? How do I play this? Like I don't put 4 in at a time. Anyway, Final Fantasy 9 Remake. Oh, please let it be true. Square Enix, please, Square Enix. I need this. Please do this. Please. Okay, that's it.
Eric, how big are you thinking you want to go for not your big one, but your 5th one?
I could go honestly a range of things. I can go smaller or I can go pretty big.
I think I'm gonna go really big for this one.
Okay.
This isn't my big announcement. This isn't my big guess. This is just I want no points, but if I get a point, it's gonna be the best point ever.
Whoa,
okay.
Ryan.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. If it's what I think it's gonna be, that'd be crazy. I don't think it will, but you never
know. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Naughty Dog will announce another new game, not Intergalactic Heretic Prophet, and they will show a trailer.
You think Naughty Dog not only has their Intergalactic game going on, but they think you have a whole other game too?
I think there's another game they're gonna show. I honestly think it'll be a sequel of one of the other games. I don't know which one, but I think they're working on this new IP that's going to come out now, and there's going to be like a 30-second trailer of like Nathan Drake will return in 2027 or something like that.
That'd be crazy.
That's what I think. I'm going to take out and show a trailer. I think just them announcing it.
Okay.
And it won't. Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to announce another new game. I guess it would be not.
Yeah.
And then they will show a trailer.
Yeah. Okay. And show a trailer is the 3 points.
It's the 3 points.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I get 1 point if Naughty Dog announces a new game.
Yes.
And then I get 3 points if they show a trailer.
And it's not Intergalactic.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That would be wild. For
and maybe not financially responsible, but my thought behind this, there's a couple reasons I'm thinking this. They have a new IP coming out. People are excited, but I think like a new IP is usually a pretty big risk. The Last of Us season 2, which I've been watching and I would love to talk about because
I'm on episode 2.
I just finished episode 4. Did you finish episode 2?
No, I have not. I've been trying to get. I've been trying really hard. I just have this like. I watched episode 1 and I was like, I feel like I just played this all. You know, I just feel like it's like. Yeah. But I am enjoying it, so I gotta get.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would love to have a conversation because they change a ton of stuff.
Do they?
I'd love to talk through the why and maybe process that with you.
Okay, all right. They do some cool things, and now I'm thinking about it. In the first episode, they do some really cool things. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
You're right.
You're right. So I'm but it didn't do great. The ratings were not great.
Yeah.
And I think Sony might be pushing them to get something else out there. The wild thing is if they do this at Game Fest and not at their direct, but we'll see.
So good. I would love that. But you know what? I mean, yeah, that would be that. Oh, that just inspired me for my new one. I was gonna do something. Okay, never mind. I got it. Sorry, my brain just like part of my brain that has been active in a while was like from your talking about that just now. So I'm excited. Okay, but no, I think that'd be wild because they really, really, really are making it seem like The Last of Us is kind of done after this. Like, they were talking about how. Again, I've only watched the first episode of season 2. By the way, that is not what a therapist does. That is not how therapy goes. Everything about that scene was wrong, but I think there's obviously for a good reason, obviously. But from what I understand from the report I read, season 4 will be the end of which is like 3 seasons. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in that game. Yeah. But like
I
three
think
seasons. Oh my god.
I think based on where I am in the show, I think that maps out to make sense. But we'll see. I would love to talk that through because there's some stuff going on there.
We'll start kicking into high gear and watching. Lindsay, actually, my wife's been really like wanting to watch more, and I'm the one dragging my feet. Like, I don't know. I think I kind of know what's gonna. Obviously, we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, things happened much earlier than I expected them to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've kind of saw the writing on the wall a little bit.
Yeah.
What I've seen going on, at least I have a feeling I kind of know, but. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see though. What happens with that? Yeah, I don't know. That's a big swing, Ryan. A lot of our guesses are kind of big swings. I like it because you know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying you're handsome and you take risks in that order. Risks.
Yeah, I think I would rather rather live in a world where I get 1 point and one of these things is correct than I have like 10 points, but I'm not excited about those 10 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. We'll see Master Chief in some way. Who cares? No one cares about Halo anymore. It's dead. Yeah. We'll see Doomslayer. No one cares. Clearly, the Dark Ages did not do very hot, from what I've heard, which sucks. It does look like a good game. I think might as well swing for the fences. I'm about to swing right now, Ryan. I did not write this down on my list, but I'm writing it down right now. I'm going to say it first. Well, I probably should type it first because I cannot type and I cannot talk at the same time. It is impossible for my brain to do it. Because again, Triforce of Wisdom, not with me. Power is I can break things pretty easily, I think. I'll break this monitor right now. All right, here it is. I'm going to type. Ooh, I might keep all this dramatic tension in. They're like, what is he typing? What is he? Oh, like this is crazy. Okay, here we go. Get ready. I'll put. Ooh. You know what I'll do? Okay, I'll move on a second. I swear. I'm gonna type this out. Let's leave it in here, and I'll do some dramatic music leading up to the typing until I announce it. Yeah. Okay.
We'll have dramatic music. You're number 5, and then we'll quickly say our number 6 while still riding that dramatic high.
Just really fast. We don't touch on it at all. We just move on end the episode quickly. Okay. All right. Dramatic music. But it's not copyright though. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Ooh. No. Hold on. Keep that dramatic music going for a second. I said something and I take it back. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, I did it. There's a reason why. All right, okay. You can end dramatic music. Thank you. I should talk like I'm annoyed at the music. Like, all right, enough music. I got it. Okay, thank you. My prediction is this: an Infamous remake with a gameplay trailer. First point. Right? Okay. Yes, we're going hard here. We're going all out. Yeah. And then it releases next month. Because here's why: Ghost of Yotei comes out towards the end of this year, supposedly. Yeah, and they're sticking to that, it sounds like. Because they really, if they want to stick to that, they should have moved it already. So it sounds like they are going with that, which means that my original thought with this releasing potentially at the end of the year will not make any sense. They would never release a game that fast. I probably should put 2026, but that's not swinging big, baby, right? Yeah. That dramatic music was playing here, and I was going crazy. If an Infamous remake dropped next month, I'd have to buy a new couch. Okay. For the things that would happen, all right? Triforce of power, baby. All right, it would go crazy. Projectiles. It'd be I would be wild. I would love that. If I had, oh my god, if there's a Summer Games Fest where all these things happen, Ryan, I don't think you could ever top that. I think Jeff would. No. Jeff would have to retire. It would be a huge blow to the games industry. Yeah. So that's my guess. My original one, I'm not gonna go for it now. But we actually, you know what we should do, Ryan? If we have any extras, we should do our extra.
Oh yeah, we should absolutely
talk at the end. That don't we can count.
We'll just talk through what we didn't guess. That's a great idea. Okay.
Oh, Ryan, I got 3 big ones. I don't know which one to pick.
I've only got one big one.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh, should we do it at the same time? Should we put them in? Because if they cancel out, it'd be so funny. At the same time? Yeah. Should we do that? Okay. That's actually very funny. Okay. All right. Wait, let me just bold everything. You do such a great job bolding things. I don't. In the doc.
Yeah, I bolded the 1 and I italicized the 3.
See, I didn't know you were italicized. Now I feel stupid. You know I can see it. All right.
No, yeah.
All right, ready? Let's do some dramatic music, please, editor. Thank you. All right, dramatic music's playing. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! Okay, we didn't have the same one, but those are good guesses, though. Those are good guesses.
Okay, all right.
You want to talk about yours?
Yeah, mine is Half-Life 3 will get a 2025 release date. So Half-Life 3 will be announced and then come out this year on the Steam Deck 2 that was just announced.
You know what? I am regretting my choice, Ryan, because if there is a PlayStation showcase or whatever, no, because I heard. Oh no, actually, I feel good about this because I heard. I'm sorry. I'll go into mine in a second. My brain is processing out loud. Please continue. Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah. Your sound. Half-Life 3.
Yeah, Half-Life 3 finally happening.
Half-Life 3. It's happening. Yeah. There's been some rumors over the past few years that maybe they're working on something. I think they're at a time where they could put out a new Steam Deck, and what a better way to ship the Steam Deck with the Half-Life 3.
Ryan, you're making everybody blush.
Why they put this at Game Fest? Who can say?
but you know, that's really smart though, Ryan, because like, where else would they put it? Yeah, truly, it would be Game Awards or Summer Game Fest. Yeah. Neil doesn't care. Mm-hmm. Neil? Gabe doesn't care. I don't even know his name.
He's swimming in money.
That dude is drowned in gold coins months ago. Like he doesn't care. He's gonna do whatever he wants. I think it's a great idea, and I'm sure Jeff's walking in like, if Jeff was a smart person, which again maybe he is, maybe he has the Triforce wisdom. I don't know. How long will I keep this bit going? I'm not sure, but. If Jeff was a smart person, he'd be going to Gabe and be like, Gabe, how's it going? And Gabe's like, I'm gonna hire these 2 podcast guys to do voices. And like, okay, whatever. And Jeff's like, man, Kojima's making some crazy stuff over there. We have some pretty big announcements for the Games Fest. I'm not sure how anyone could top it. And Gabe's like, we have Half-Life 3. And just like, all right, we're announcing it. You know what I mean? That's how you get it. Yeah. It's not about the money. It's about the acknowledgement of like success, right? Like, Kojima's gonna come Death Stranding us to death during this. We have a 40-minute cutscene to watch that explains nothing and just gives us more questions and shows in-game feet for some reason. I don't know why, but man, that'd be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My guess, if I may, which I'm low-key regretting now, but I'm going for it. Who cares? Bloodborne remake announced.
Yeah.
And Shadow drops that day. That night.
Yeah.
Shadow just Shadow drops. That's why not. PlayStation has their again Ghost of Yotai planned for the end of the year ish. I don't know what they have right now in the closest. Nothing, I don't think, right? So what better way to get everybody on your side than Ghost dropping Bloodborne remake, right? And then FromSoft announced Dusk or whatever the heck that game is.
And Night Rain's about to come out.
Night Rain did come out.
Yeah, but who has two people to play with?
Right.
So silly.
I heard it was not that great.
Yeah.
I heard that if all the stars align and you sacrifice enough people, that you can have a good game if you have two other people that you can like actually play with. But Bloodborne dropping I think would be a huge. That is one of the biggest game mysteries to me, even more so than Half-Life 3, quite honestly, is like Bloodborne remake would be a literal printer of money with how much hype the idea of this has built over time. It is just an easy win for Sony to build more good graces in whatever they need moving forward. Ryan.
Yeah.
I never mind. I take everything back. I think this is an amazing guess. I big brain. I have the Triforce of Wisdom. Ryan, what better way to just say F you to Nintendo than to drop Bloodborne the day after the Switch 2 comes out? Everyone throws their Switch 2s away and they go right to Bloodborne and download it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That'd be wild. I'm all for it. Sorry, Mario Kart Worlds. Everyone's Bloodborning. That's a bad verb. You can't use Bloodborne as a verb. Don't do it. It's horrible. Okay. These are some crazy guesses.
We got some big swings.
We got some good ones here. Do you want to go through your list of things you didn't use?
Yeah. So I had 4 that I didn't say. Mostly because either they didn't feel like as big a swings as I wanted, or they were like maybe not as exciting.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go down the list and say all 4.
Yeah.
Light No Fire, the next game by the Hello Games, the folks who made No Man's Sky, will show gameplay, was my 1, and then they'll get a release date, was my 3.
Okay.
Okami 2 will get a release date, is my 1, because I think they've already said that they've put a teaser trailer out.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And then the 3 is we will see a gameplay trailer set to somebody playing drums again.
That'd be so cool. I would be so for that. That'd be sick. Yeah. That'd be so sick.
Bandai Namco will have an announcement from FromSoft. So FromSoft will put a 3rd thing out. And it will then my 3 is it's a sequel to Elden Ring.
That's a big swing. That is a big swing.
And then Blizzard will announce a new game is my 1. And then my 3 will be that it won't be a sequel, so a new IP of some kind. It won't be just like Hearthstone 2 or something.
Yeah, Overwatch 3.
Or Diablo 2 DLC, Diablo 4 DLC or something. Yeah.
Can one of our guesses be Blizzard hires a actual HR person?
We would never get any points.
Yeah, I know. And then they sacrifice one person at the guillotine for 3 points. Actually, that's a foreshadowing. This guillotine joke is a foreshadowing to July's episode. It's still in the forefront of my brain.
A call forward. Get ready. There's a lot of guillotine jokes in the next DLC in July. Get ready for all those. We've been in a very French mindset recently.
Very French heavy lately. Don't know where it's coming from. I am not in any way, shape, or form French. Though I wish I was. Why not?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Why not?
Ryan, mine were the fall. How many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6.
Wowza.
My 1 point for this one was Wolverine gets a new trailer, likely gameplay. The 3 points of that being we see the classic suit being used in the trailer.
Yeah.
Next one, we see Witcher 4 gameplay. 1 point.
Okay. Wowza.
Yeah. And then, even though it's probably so far away, the 3 points being that Geralt is shown in the trailer.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a very silly move. They're trying to get away from that.
Yes.
There's all the woke comments. So I think that would not be something that they should do, but you never know. Maybe they want people to know that, don't worry, there's a male in this game. God forbid that there wouldn't be. You know what I mean? We don't get enough men in games. Whatever. I could say that. I'm just kidding.
Get him.
Next one is Capcom announces a new fighting game. 1 point. 3 points. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 4. That'd be cool. I was very much. I almost went to that one. I feel like that could totally happen right now. There's a big fighting game thing going on. MK1 is dead in the water. Development's over after 2 years, which for a fighting game is so small. People are so upset about it. They're really people in the fighting game community are very upset about this. So I think that's when Capcom strikes. They announce it, and they get even more good graces after all the amazing things that they're doing. Not only with Street Fighter, but the Monster Hunter Wilds DLC with Akuma in it is apparently fantastic. I heard it's very good. They basically just added a new unarmed class, or or just like a fist class to the game, and everyone's loving it.
That's very cool.
Next one, Marvel Rivals Season 3 teased. 1 point. Jean Grey shown off as the next playable character. 3 points.
Oh, that would be very wild.
Yeah,
that would be very fun.
Totally see it. There's times I really want to go back to that game, and then I remember, I just don't think I'll be happy with life if I do. I love the design of it, though. I just, I don't know. Yeah. I wish I can clone myself sometimes. I don't think I do very well. I think 5 of me in a game together would just not work. But I think it'd be more enjoyable sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than just the randos that scream at me. Because they need a punching
yourself
bag.
Screaming at you.
Yeah. Let me
but
abuse
you've got
myself.
Coping skills to do that. You know what I mean? You've developed. Yeah.
I have developed a plethora of coping skills, such as punching my own clone. No, that's just self abuse. That's not cool. All right, I have two. These are two. The next two are my last ones. They're my big swings that I come up with alongside the Bloodborne one. First one, Silk Song gameplay shown with as like part of it, and then attached to that is it shadow drops that day.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
This is the one I was laughing about. This is off. I say off air, like we're cool. This is before we started recording. I was laughing about how stupid this answer was, or how stupid this guess is, but I think it could actually be a real thing based on the trajectory of things. BioShock 4 officially announced, and the setting is in space.
Okay.
Yeah. Where else are we gonna go? Where else are we going? You know what I mean? The desert? Who cares? Space. Everyone loves space. The character rockets up into space. You're basically just Katy Perry, and you're going into space, but you're staying there.
Yeah.
And you're not celebrating. You're not going to celebrate. It's not going to be fun. Oh, you know what I'm realizing I could have put it on as a normal guess? Speaking of BioShock, with the good old creator Ken Levine, some Judas gameplay. With a release date. That would have been a really good guess.
Yeah, it would have.
Dang.
Too late. Maybe at the Game Awards.
Maybe. I hope not. I really would be okay not getting points for, or missing that opportunity just to get some gameplay or get something. Because man, it's been so long since we got anything from Ken Levine and that team.
Yeah, I think I heard. I don't know where I heard this. I don't know if it was Jason Schreier or somebody else. Jason Schreier, who scoops all the game industry at all times.
Scoop it.
Something where they scrapped what they were working on to start again because Ken Levine was upset with where the state of the game was at, which is very similar to what happened a lot with BioShock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I'm misremembering, but I thought I read somewhere that there was like some big issues and they ended up scrapping a bunch because Kevin wasn't happy with where things were at.
Wow, that is
Ken Levine.
That would be wild if that was the case. If he dropped all that. But Ryan, those are some good guesses.
Some great guesses, yeah.
We will see what happens when Summer Games Fest comes on June 6th. For us on the East Coast, I believe it starts at 5, but I would Google the times just to make sure.
Check your zones.
It looks like Eastern time, best time. That doesn't rhyme. We need a cool rhyme that's like West Coast, best coast, but for the Eastern side of things. Eastern side of the United States, of course.
Yeah.
We need something like that because the West Coast is beating us right now, and that's not cool. It sounds like
better marketing.
June 6th, it looks like they have the Accessibility Summer Showcase. It focuses on games from disabled developers starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Summer Game Fest Live starts at 5. Day of the Devs starts at 7 p.m. So it looks like Summer Game Fest is only going to last 2 hours, which I think last year was 3. We'll see. And then Devolver Direct will be at 8 p.m., which they always have great ones. They always have great showcases.
Yeah, Devolver has fun stuff.
Yeah. And then, of course, I'll go through these really fast. June 7th, we have the Wholesome Direct, the Women-Led Games Showcase, Latin America Games Showcase, Southeast Asian Games Showcase. Wow, so many showcases. Future Games Showcase, Green Games Showcase, Frosty Games Fest, and IGN Live. June 8th is a big one. It's a big day, actually. We have the Xbox Games Showcase.
Sunday?
That is Sunday, yeah, the 8th.
Okay.
At 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Anticipated games like Fable, Perfect Dark, Gears of War, E-Day, Hideo Kojima's OD, which we haven't gone too far into, I don't think. We haven't seen a whole lot from that. And possibly a Call of Duty sneak peek. Sorry.
I think all we've seen of that is like faces of people.
Yeah, screaming or whatever.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
We're also going to be getting a Outer Worlds 2 Direct after the Xbox Showcase, a PC gaming show at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and then, of course, we got to end on a big note. Of course, it's at 10 p.m. for some reason on the Eastern Time.
Yeah, because it takes place on the West Coast, I bet.
But West Coast...
Eric, I just looked up. There's only 4 West Coast states.
Oh. That makes sense. California,
Oregon, Washington, and Alaska.
Oh, Alaska doesn't count. Alaska's like that cousin you don't talk to.
3, 4, 5.
You know what I mean?
If you're listening from Alaska, I'm so sorry. I had to do this for California, Oregon, and Washington. I gotta make sure they feel loved. Whatever. I'm so sorry, Alaska.
We gotta hedge our bets. There's probably 12 of you in Alaska, and there could be hundreds of you in California.
Yeah, if we can get bears and stuff to listen, that'd be cool. They'd really up our numbers. But Death Stranding is at 10 on Sunday night. So, yeah, watch that. Watch that for all the feet.
All the feet.
They look so realistic. Ryan, good luck. Good luck. May the best person win.
May the best guess win. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I low-key hope that we both get 0 points on. I think I'd be very sad for none of these things. I think everything that you predicted is something that I would love to see happen, whether I want to play it or not, just to see it.
Yeah.
But the idea that we have made all these funny guesses and then for us to both get 0 points and not win at all would be absolutely hilarious. So we will see how that goes. I will be posting our guesses on Friday of the same day as Game Awards. But of course, in the Spotify poll question, who do you think is going to win? Team Ryan? Team Eric? Both handsome? Both likely to win? Ryan, I cut you off. I'm so sorry. What were you going to say?
Oh, I just said go Team Ryan.
Oh, okay. Fair. I'll support that. Go Team Ryan. To heck with Eric. I don't care. He's not as handsome as he says he is, so whatever, you know what I mean? I saw him abusing his clones once. Pretty awful.
Pretty awful. We should cancel him.
We should cancel Eric.
Which this is, again, another called shot for what you're going to hear in a month.
Get ready for that DLC. A lot of guillotines, a lot of random talking, and hiking talk, too. A lot of hikes.
And hiking talk.
Yeah. Storygoers, we hope you enjoy Summer Games Fest. Hopefully it's everything that you want as well. Let us know what you think will happen. Did we get any of the predictions right in your mind? Are we way off base? Is Bioshock 4 going to be in space? That rhymed. So we'll see. Everyone will find out. But enjoy the show. We'll see you later this month with our next episode. And stay safe out there. And handsome.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.